turning to Venezuela, where the economy continues its downward spiral and the ongoing political crisis is locked in stalemate. As Venezuelans lose hope, millions are fleeing across the border to Colombia, where they're faced with new dangers. Chuck Holton reports from Cúcuta, Colombia.
More Venezuelans leave their country each day, looking to Colombia for work, supplies, and medical care. And on that side of the border, the crush of humanity is causing problems as well. Venezuelan Carlos da Silva lived most of his life in England, and when he returned to renew his passport, he found his country in ruins.
Come back to Venezuela to take out new documents, and it's been merely impossible because the government is just like, basically there's a government, but it's useless, it's worthless. Their system doesn't work, nothing works there.
In Colombia, these refugees find little in the way of help, and thousands are sleeping on the street at night, and Colombian police are starting to crack down.
The police officers passed through here and told the women, look, you can't be out here because this is a public space. They told them you need to move, get your stuff and go because you're causing problems with the neighbors and all that.
So this is the entrance to La Trocha, the illegal crossing that goes across the River Táchira into Venezuela. You can see the people coming and going here. This is something that's been going on for some time, but something significant has changed over the last couple of weeks. And what we're seeing now is the Venezuelan gangs who were extorting money from people that were crossing the river are still doing that, but now the Colombian side is seeing rebel groups like the ELN that have wanted to get in on the action. And so they now have guys stationed on the Colombian side that are also extorting money from people. So I'm told that the people crossing here now have to pay twice to get across.
These Colombian paramilitaries attacked a restaurant near the border on May 30th, killing one and wounding 14 others, reportedly because the owner refused to pay extortion money to the gang. Attempts to get help into Venezuela have been largely unsuccessful, since forces loyal to dictator Nicolas Maduro burned aid trucks on the border bridge back in February. So this former Navy SEAL is taking a more covert approach. Ephraim Mattis started a nonprofit 2 years ago that sends aid into the hardest to reach areas of need around the world. It's called Stronghold Rescue and Relief.
Stronghold's unique mission also requires unique individuals with unique skills. We're not bringing in large groups of people, and we're completely trying to avoid the idea of voluntourism. So most of the time what we do is we send in 2 or 3 guys who then enable the locals, and we create the capacity for the locals to then be able to help themselves.
After leaving the Navy in 2017, Mattis spent months in Iraq working as a combat medic on the front lines in the battle against ISIS. During intense combat, Mattis was shot while helping to rescue a little Iraqi girl. That experience led to the idea of recruiting other special operators for this unique mission.
So I learned during my time in Afghanistan and in other places that we need to put a local face and enable the locals to be able to take care of themselves.
Here in Cúcuta, Mattis contacted Venezuelan soldiers who have defected and is working with them to help people who are literally dying without needed medication.
We're actually partnering with former soldiers from the Maduro regime who've defected, and we're enabling them to smuggle supplies into the people who absolutely need them the most.
From Cúcuta, Colombia, I'm Chuck Holt for CBN News.